Good morning, good evening, ladies, gentlemen, Marto, Tone, non-binary folk, and to the Anunnaki that are out there somewhere, the UFOs that are coming to join us. That's what they say. The disclosure's out there. Tone, you're not a UFO. Marto, you look like Captain America tonight. What
I'm
you
just,
planet.
I'm, I'm just, a normal ex-bikey, with the denim on. Marto's Captain America, and you're the head honcho.
No, you know what's happened there, Taz.
Talk to me.
His lovely wife has finally completed the shirt. Last week he was half denim and half, I don't know what you'd call it, but this week he's all denim. So she's finally completed the shirt for him. She's got the other half on.
This actually, yeah. I've got two denim shirts. This is I've got the other one here. Don't worry about that. Yeah, I'm saving that one for Saturday.
Go the old double denim too, do you, with the jeans? The jeans, the denim shirt.
Yeah.
Then the triple denim with the jacket.
Actually, I've got no jeans at the moment. I'm bloody out of jeans. Yeah.
In your undies.
What are you wearing?
I'm on warning.
No jeans.
Well, they're kind of winter. What do people say? Winter slacks. They're kind of like jeans, but then they're thick material. The jeans, they need a bit of repair around the bloody knees, and
they keep your tush warm, they keep your tush warm, and they keep the package in pack.
They keep the package in pack, keep you warm during this winter. Actually, hasn't been really like winter that much yet. It's been cold a couple of times and a bit of snow once, but yeah, today was a lovely winter's day. A winter's spring day. Yeah.
I must say you are looking well. There's a bit of shine about you, a bit of spunk about you, but enough about you. How about we go Mr. Worldwide, the man who could bet on anything, Marto?
Yeah, we do.
Talk to us.
You've got to have a little go. Hello, boys. How are you? And hello to the Palti Army again this week. Firstly, I just want to apologise. We were all a little bit busy on Wednesday. This is to the Palti Army, and we didn't get a post up on Wednesday. Unfortunately, Marto had a pretty good day on Wednesday, so it would have been nice to share, but we're just too busy to get things up. What might have been. But anyway, I want to say welcome back again for another week to the Palti Army and to you, Taz and Tone. And this week, let's carry on the winning formula, right?
Well, we're going to only try. And let's be honest, we know that you did have 3 winners, but we could say that you had 15 and no one would know because we didn't put them up.
Well, that would be plagiarism. Well, that would be fraudulent, wouldn't it? It'd be like calling yourself a man when you're really a woman, or vice versa. Or,
well, people think that here, don't they?
It's fraud, mate.
So,
plain and simple. Anyway,
let's keep it simple. How did we go last week in 2 words?
2 words, only 2. It wasn't great.
Wasn't great. That's
I could put it into 1 word, but you split it into 2.
Go on.
Shit out.
Well, that's okay. That's 2. And I would like to say no good. So that's exactly what we did. So hopefully on episode 34, we're going to turn a corner again and probably get some winners, because Tone, you had a winner already for us. And it got scratched.
I do.
So it's ready.
Can't lose.
No, can't lose with that one. So, Tone, we'll hold off because I know you've got your Kickstarter ready, but I think, Marto, you've got one as well. However, mine's going to be the first.
Hang on.
Yes, because I am not finding a Kickstarter in Australia. My Kickstarter is in New Zealand.
Across the ditch.
Because it's a black booker. And it's at Riccarton. It's in race 3, number 4. And it's called Zia. So it's spelled Zelia. And I pronounce it Zia because the word in Greek, zia, means jealousy, jealous. This horse is $2.30, and it's not even favourite. There's a first starter in this race, $1.90. Look, it's had one start. It was heavily backed. It was $3. Ran fourth in a field of 5 and a heavy. Since then, I went out to the paddock and it had spell. It did trial, and if you go and have a look at one of its trials, it won by about 25 lengths.
Bloody hell.
One
In the mud?
of a straight. So I've
That's a
been
fair
waiting
trial.
for this. It's $2.30. I know there's $1.90 in it, but I'm going to take my $2.30 over a unraced $1.90. So $1.90 over $2.30. I reckon we're going to start favourite. Rickerton, race 2, number 4, Zia.
A
Z-E.
leaf out of Razor's book.
So have a look at it. Razor, if you're watching, tell us what you think.
Let us know.
And if
Is
you
it great? Is it terrible?
And if you think I'm terrible and I've got no idea, just say it. It's okay. I don't get offended, because I wouldn't get offended if I said to you, I can't believe that Spicy Mugs ran second today. I'd be... Anyway, so that's me. Marto, you're next up.
Hello.
I'm sure of it.
I'm next up. That would be race 1 at Randwick. I think Baywatch is how you pronounce this one. It is one for the Blue Battlers in the Godolphin stable. Now, Yolo is a danger here. It did a lot wrong last start to run 4th, but I think it might get trapped from barrier 1. There's a lot of first starters here, a lot of agitated little 2-year-olds wanting to get to the front. It may just get boxed in. Baywatch is going to be at the back at Randwick with the rail out 7, so it's going to have every chance coming home late. But this was an absolute beauty of a trial. Last week, I think it was, at Hawkesbury, absolutely flew, and the last late splits are incredible. And then this is one horse that will come from the back on that day. Joshy Parham, best back market jockey in Sydney. Let me spit that out. In my opinion, anyway. So from barrier 10, I believe he's going straight to the back, and he's going to fly home. A bivouac, side by bivouac.
Can I ask you something, Marta? There's a horse in that race that I nearly bought, like a 10th share. It only would have cost me 175,000.
Yeah.
There's a horse in this race, United States. It costs 1.75 million.
Yeah.
Do you know
Chris Waller horse. I don't know a lot. I don't know a lot about it. No. It has been noted in my notes that it's another danger. Obviously, there are a lot of first starters here. But yeah, Baywatch still just comes up in front because of the way he screamed home in that trial. If he can bring that form to the race, I believe he's good enough to get there.
Oh, look, I'm not saying anything because I haven't seen the form. I haven't seen the trials. But when I see a horse cost 1.75 million, it just makes me think, crikey, how much do they have to win with this to get their money back? What's the race?
The other thing to the United States is a schnitzel, so I might want a little bit further than the 1,000. Okay. That's why, again, I listed YOLO as a danger, because it's a I am invincible on a dry track, and it's if it does get that lead, it's going to be hard to run down. But
nice one.
Yeah, my money's with Baywatch.
No
Pamela Anderson in a back with thong running down the beach.
And it's spelled nothing like that. Now, Tone,
no.
Where is your second pick? Because
my second pick, I've had to move up to Sydney.
Yes.
And I've gone to race 2, the Battle of Midway, race 2. It's a midway. Race 2, number 2. How do you say this? Marto's good on the pronunciation. Magneteer. That's what I like. What's name's on board? Can be an honest jockey, but can also pull him up when he wants that little bit of a backhand on the back porch.
Exactly.
Zach Waddick, claiming 2, brings it back into 58. It was a good win last start. It led all the way at Wyong. I mean, this is city class, of course, but Randwick, he's always been close, but it hasn't been able to get a win at the in town at Randwick. But I reckon this is a pretty tough race, and that's why we're getting like 550. drawn well in 3, but it's definitely in the mix with the rest of them.
Nice.
I agree.
it
I
would
like
be
this
the
one.
day.
I think he'll be forward, and he was a shock duck at Wyong. He was there to be beat, but he kept giving to stick on for the win. It wasn't in midway, but like you said, this is a bit of a stronger field. But yeah, I think he's going to have every chance. Tone, nice point, nice pick.
Track's
Yeah, so hopefully.
Track's going to be in good condition at Randwick. Am I right?
That's what I'm hearing. Yes, good for predicted.
So we haven't seen a good track
yep.
for a while. So look, I can't say that I know much about both your selections. I'll be brutally honest, but I do think I'm going to play them. And the way I'm going to play them, because I actually like something in the third in the highway, if it runs.
Oh.
So I'm going to start with Zia into yours, but then I'm also going to go your 2 into the third in a highway. There's one down the bottom there. It's called Creon,
19.
I think it is. I'm not sure.
Yeah.
So yeah. Well, first up, I thought it was Screaming Home, and it was a good race. It's a dual acceptor. It's nominated in a later race, but it's like 20 to 1 in that. So if it runs in this highway,
Yeah.
I think Mardo goes bang, Tone goes boom, and I go bing. And bang, bang, boom, bing, bing, or whatever you want to call it, money in the bank. So you think we're a chance?
Oh, I certainly
Absolutely.
do. Creon, I don't like tipping in highways, but Creon does come up in my numbers for that highway race as well, Taz.
Yeah.
I thought he was strong at 1100 over at Wyong, and I think the 1200 would be better suited for him.
Yeah, so do I. So that's good to know that we're on the same page, Mardo.
Again,
that's right. Now, something I noticed, and I know that, Tone, you're into the jockeys, and I know, Mardo, you follow them.
Yep.
When was the last time Tyler Schiller rode in Melbourne?
Oh,
he doesn't often go across the border, does he?
But why is he there this weekend? He's got 2 rides.
Only 2. Yeah, he went across for only 2. There's Sydney horses going down to Melbourne, aren't they?
They are. Well, I think they are, but I was just really surprised to see him coming down here, because when Tyler Schiller is on song, the lad can ride. I mean,
Absolutely.
Is he in your book yet or not?
my book?
Yeah.
Mardo's book.
No, your book. He's in your.
No, he's been in it for a long
Clipper
time.
Tone.
Absolute prick of a rider. he never wins. Whenever one of his greatest systems is he'll win. In a couple of races before mine, he'll win 2 in a row, or he'll win the first, and I'm in the last on something that's about second favourite, and he rides it like a busted ass. He's about as sharp as a bowling ball. I've got no time for Tyler Schiller. No.
Yeah, he can do some things wrong. I mean, I remember last winter, he was supposed to ride the favourite in Sydney, and 5 minutes before the race, the horses are in the mounting yard. There's no Tyler Schiller. Was it not J-Mac? It might have been Zach Lloyd's gone inside the dressing shed there, and Tyler Schiller's asleep on the bench. He's given him a kick 5 minutes before the race to jump on the favourite, and of course runs out the back of the field. He's done absolutely nothing. So yes, he can do a bit wrong. That was a Group 3 race.
I didn't know that, but the one that he is riding, I don't mind it. It's an Annabelle Neesham horse, which I've backed before. It's third up.
That's probably why he's gone down.
Yeah.
Followed her horse down.
Now, talking about jockeys.
Excuse me. Oh,
no,
we got a name change.
Yes.
What's going to happen with poor old Jamie now? Is she now Jamie Mellon?
Is
she changing her name?
She has officially changed with the Jockey Association.
Yeah.
It's now Jamie Mellon, because
there we go.
That bad riding record from Jamie Carr, because let's face it, she just hasn't come back since that fall. I really don't think she's riding anywhere near as well as she was. But when she does ride well, I know we knock her, but when she does ride well, she is one of the best balanced jockeys that ever to go around. And but she just hasn't found that form again. But yes, Jamie Mellon is the new jockey this weekend.
Sometimes it's love.
There we go.
It does do it to you, because you say that about Jamie not riding well, but she's in love, and her and Benny Mellon Yeah, they're
Here come the
ludicrous.
excuses. Tone, break out the
No,
violin,
no,
mate.
no, no, it's not. You know why? Because there's another player. No, I draw similarities between Jamie Carr's riding and Tsitsipas's tennis
Oh, yeah.
because he's in love too and he's getting married soon and his tennis is like terrible, terrible. So
Yeah, at
sometimes
the moment,
love
yeah.
will sometimes love will do these things to you. I mean, Tone, I know you're in love. That's why you can't back a winner. Mardo, on the other hand, you know what I mean? Mardo's
Oh,
friggin' footloose. He's roaming the streets of Cairns, luring them over the table in the casino, striking winners everywhere. Do you reckon that's what's
I've been
happening?
watching.
something's
That's
bloody
possible.
going on. Something in the water in Cairns. That's what it could be.
Sometimes
Something
you
in the
get a little
water.
good luck. Sometimes you get a little bad luck. At the moment, I'm in a little purple patch and I'm enjoying it.
No, that's a good thing. That one
Good.
long day is
All
in
good.
too, by the way. But
Hey, speaking of jockeys, Zach Purton in Hong Kong last night rode 2 winners only, but he has broken the record for the all-time winners over there. He's beaten Joe Moreira's record. Zach Purton
Which
now holds the record.
1500,
So
wasn't it?
flying the Aussie flag strong. Yeah, something like that. It's
Yep.
incredible.
Massive amount of
Incredible.
winners, isn't it?
Yeah.
do you reckon he'll ever come back? Do you reckon he'll come back here or not?
He said he wants to. Now he's got the record in Hong Kong. Who knows what happens later in the spring and next year? But yeah, I mean, they've only got a few months to go before they go on their seasonal break again, don't they? They break for 3 or 4 months in the middle of the year. Who knows
Yes.
what? It did say he wants to come back and ride in Sydney.
Do you reckon it'll?
Imagine that. Zach Purton versus J-Mac every bloody Saturday.
Well, I'd like to see Hugh Bowman back and Brendan Abdallah. I'd like to see them all. I think there's quite a few good jockeys coming back.
Yeah, I haven't heard about Bowman if he's going to stay or come back. Abdallah, I believe, was only a short stint over there. He'll be back at the end of the season or towards the end.
Abdul the Butcher. He'll be back
Yeah, I
to
was
butcher
waiting.
a few more. Don't worry
I was
about
waiting.
that.
There it is.
Yeah, I was waiting. That's why I said it. I know. I knew he was one of your favourites.
Jeez, he's cost me some coin at times, Abdul the Butcher. Jeez, shocker.
Yeah.
Shocker. He's about as useful as a back pocket on a T-shirt. Great. Right up there with Tyler Schiller.
Now, have you had a look? Because I think with our best bets, Tone Converge ran second, Maya Funkabama
Yep.
ran third. Marto, I'll be honest with you, I can't remember how yours went.
It didn't run on.
Okay.
That was a Bjorny Baker horse backing up 7 days later, but it just didn't run on. Every chance, just never gave.
Have you had a look around and where are you going? We'll go with you, Tone, because you're up the top left-hand side of my screen. Tone, where are you going with your best bet? Where's your tight?
I've moved down to your neck of the woods this week. I've gone to Sandown Lakeside.
Yes.
Race 9, number 1. Band of Brothers.
Well, that's us.
That's us.
That's us.
Drawn well in. It's drawn well in barrier 4 with an honest jockey on board in Damien Lane.
Right.
You know, and there's not too many of them around at the moment. But yeah, it was a good run last start. It chased home pretty well to just miss at Geelong, and that was first up, I think. Damien Lane has ridden this before, and he has had a couple of wins on it, I think.
Yeah.
So you know, it's around about 440. I think it's in the it's well in the market there. It is of course a competitive sort of race, but I think it's in with a big chance. I think I like the price. I think 440. You can get $4. I think it's right up there.
Marto, is it in your numbers?
Definitely in my numbers, but as Tone said, it's a Group 3 race and really, really open. This is the Manfred Stakes. I've probably got 3 of them around that ones you want to back in. 1, 2, and 4 sort of pop up in my numbers.
What are their names?
Band of Brothers, of course. Was it Odinson and Tropicus?
So you haven't even put Wonder Boy in there in your numbers as well?
Not in the top 3. No, I'd probably have it running 4th or 5th, second up.
Well, that's a good sign.
I know
Because it's a good sign, Tone. Marto likes Band
Yes.
Brothers as well, so why
I
not?
do.
Race
But it
9.
is
Is that the second last
it's
or last? It's only a 9 race card, I think.
No,
It's
second last.
second
No,
last, isn't it?
it's
second last.
yeah, second last. There's 9 in Sydney, 10 in Sandown.
So there's the anchor and the quaddie. Marto, where are you going and what are you going with?
Well, of course, I'm going to Sydney.
Of course you are.
Even though Melbourne's caught us out with the prize money this week, but I'm going to Sydney in the last. I'm going to back up on one that was, well, I tipped last week. He's done hot too. Scratched him last week because they weren't sure if the weather was going to come in at Sydney and make a heavy track, which he's not favourable on.
Yep.
We do get a favourable, good, dry track this week. Barrier 9, he's going to take a little sit behind the speed. Of course, we know he's got that Cosmic Fire form who ran okay in the Guineas for the Magic Millions Carnival. Yeah, he's done hot too. I like this one. If it was a handicap race, he'd be carrying 59 kilos, but it's weight for age, so he's in at 55.5 kilos. And Joshy Parr on to pull him off the speed, pull him out of the speed late and steam home.
So both your bets so far, your Kickstarter and your closer, I guess, your best bet, are written by the same gentleman.
That's the first one written by Joshy as well.
I don't know, is it?
Yes, he is actually. Yeah, I said best backmarker jockey in Sydney.
Yeah, that's what I thought.
Yes.
The
The
old,
Josh Parr double.
Pezza bookends.
The bookends. That's right, the bookends. First and
Yep.
last. Yes, there you go. Yeah, I like that Cosmic Fire form because it ran okay in the Guineas last week. And like I said, they scratched last week to look for a drier track, not sure if the rain was coming to Sydney. And they've got it this week. They've drawn well. They're in weight for age. Dangers, I've got number 6 listed as the danger, which is Boston Rocks. Timmy Clark on, it'll try and go forward from barrier 4
Absolutely.
and probably set the pace. Probably set the pace. Step Aside first up is also a little bit of a danger, but maybe a bit short for him. He was also listed for race 8, but they've scratched and they're definitely going in race 9. Step Aside because I like that the party, they're halves. But I think it might be a little bit short for Step Aside. He wants further.
Well, it's one you backed before, and so is what about the top weight, Royal Flying Destiny? You've been on it before as
Flying
well.
Destiny, yeah, again, it's 4th up in the prep, and maybe the distance, probably, I don't know, I think it might be a 1,000-meter horse. Hasn't come up the same horse this prep.
Yeah.
I know it's around 2 seconds and a nothing, but it's not the same horse it was last prep.
Well, I am going to Adelaide. I'm going to Morfordville. So we've seen enough of Murray Bridge. It's been pretty tough there. So I'm going to Morfordville. Race 5, number 3, Baby Alex. Now, Baby Alex is coming back from Victoria to Morfordville. Baby Alex is trained by P. Stokes, and I like P. Stokes a lot. And
Absolutely, Philip.
That's right. And I think that this horse here, whilst it's had the 2 runs in Victoria and been beaten 3 lengths, 5 lengths, it now goes back to South Australia, finds a mile race, which is its pet distance, 3 starts, 2 wins and a placing. It's got one of Tone's favourite South Australian jockeys, Lachlan Neidhoff. I think that's how I pronounce his name on it. He's never done you wrong, Tone. Never. He's honest. And,
Lockie, yeah.
And I think that potentially we get a nice little draw. There should be plenty of pace in this race. I think we'll sit behind all the pace, and when they've gone helter-skelter, we will just go over the top, catch them, go past them, and Baby Alex will be 4 starts, 3 wins, and a placing over a mile.
Yeah,
Perfect.
$3.
What price? What price?
$3.80. I was looking at something else.
Right.
I was putting it up between Baby Alex and another horse. I was going to go to Sydney as well. But I stuck with Baby Alex. The other one in Sydney that I was looking at, I don't know what race it's in, but it's called that. I think it's Invader Zim or Invisible Zim or something.
Yeah, Invader Zim, yep.
Yeah, so I thought it's right because I liked Headley Grange when it won, and I had it as my best bet 2 weeks ago, and Invader Zim that day had the tougher run, and I thought maybe it'll turn the tables, but I stuck away from from Randwick and went back to my little home away from home in Morfordville.
Nice. Let's hope you get a winner there,
That's good.
Taz.
Yes, absolutely.
Yeah, well, what about Sandown? I mean, this is a nothing race because nothing in this is going to win the Blue Diamond, but the Blue Diamond preview on race 3, have anyone had a look there? Does anyone think the favourite can be beaten in a 6-horse field?
Oh, you see, I don't know. I don't like it. Why? What race is it, Mano?
Race 3 at Sandown, mate.
Yeah.
We got, Daniel Stackhouse is on.
I'm going
He's
to
a win in 2 places for 3 rides. It's drawn very well. It's only a 6-horse race, but I mean, this is a nothing race. It really is. Nothing's going to come out of this and win the Blue Diamond.
No, I don't know.
But
Who's
I can't see the favourite beat. I really can't.
the favourite? Hang on, the $2 Shining
That's
Smile.
Yeah, that's it. Number 1.
Daniel
I've got him locked in as a
Stackhouse.
multi-anchor.
I don't know these horses at all.
They're all babies.
Yeah.
They are. They're all 2-year-olds. Yeah, first up starters.
No,
And like I said,
I've stayed away from those. I mean,
yeah,
like even the following race is another Blue Diamond preview. I think it's for the fillies, and I'm looking at that. I mean, is there more in it? There probably is, but there's
it's
one.
a bigger field.
Yeah, but that's where I like one of Tyler Schiller's, and it's Black Book.
Oh, I'm on Team Hayes with that one.
Yeah, but you see, I've also got Stokes in there. Remember how I tell you boys that I had some mail for Cosmic Shower?
Yeah.
So and it didn't do anything, but it's a tough race. Sometimes those babies, you just don't know because they go so poorly, yet then the following week they can go so differently.
This is where the tone system comes in. My system that often works. You back the 2 longest prize horses in the race.
That's for
in the 6-horse
You'd be
race.
surprised how many times they'll actually win or run a place in good odds, especially in the UK. Australia, not so much, but you know what happens, doesn't it?
It does. It really does. And like you said, Tone, in the 4-horse races in UK, you see the 20 to 1 shot. It's just coming through and beating a $1.40 favourite in a 4-horse race. But if anyone does follow that, you're getting $61 for Bermonti in the race 3 at Sandown. $61 to beat the $2 favourite.
But you've got to be brave, haven't you? Because it looks like the one to beat here.
At that price, you just get on for nothing anyway.
But is it being brave?
Yeah.
Is it being brave or is it being consistent? Because if you're consistent,
I don't know what the strike rate is.
That's what I mean.
I have no idea.
That's what I'd be interested in more than anything else, because not that I buy the tone system, but because it's a very good system, the moron system.
We only remember them because they beat us. That's why we remember them.
Yeah,
they beat us at odds.
But it would be interesting because, like how you say the second biggest, the two biggest roughies. One's normally always going to be probably in excess of $70, and maybe the other might be 30. Really, how often do you have to get? You only got to hit one in every 36 horses.
Well, that's it. True. If you look at it that way, and you know, it can happen, can't it? But
of course it can.
Well,
it does happen.
In saying that though, Winks didn't lose her from any 4-horse races she went against. Pride of Jenny won a 4-horse race. Constitution Hills never were lost in the UK in a 3 or 4-horse race, and Lossie Mouth, she's got that same sort of record as well. So there are favourites that deserve to beat.
Nature's
Nature's
Strip, didn't it?
$1.65 lost.
Don't mention Nature's Strip. Bloody horse. Criminal. Jockey, see? They bust you. It's like shaving your head with a blunt cheese grater.
Like I said, we only remember the ones that beat us.
Tone,
we got 5 weeks until pre-season. Oh, sorry, I'm cutting you off.
No, I've still got the video where you and Pezza were watching Nature Strip. It's on my personal Instagram account, and it's still there. And it's now and again when I'm just trolling myself through old memories and stuff.
You can hear the heart breaking.
I see it. I see you sit in the background and stuff, and then Pezza talking, and then Pezza sort of smirking when it's getting beat, and you're not too happy. I mean, they're fun memories. It's funny because 1, it's Pezza, but 2, it's because it was favourite and you got beaten, but just your reaction. But it's always good to look back on memories, I think.
Yeah, for sure.
So, yes. Now, anything else? Anything else that you like around the country or that you've seen? I mean, what about the tennis? What do you think about the Australian Open with Sinner?
Nearly over.
Djokovic still going? Do you think it's going to be
Well,
Sinner? Do you think it's going to be the Joker, or do you think someone else is going to do it?
Sinner looks hard to beat when he towed up the Demon pretty easily. I mean, the Demon's no slouch. He's number 8 in the world, the best we got, and beat him in straight sets. Did it quite comfortably too.
He did.
So he does look hard to beat.
Don't anything happening there? Have you been betting in the UK or not? You staying away?
No, mate. No. I've been very quiet. You know, like I haven't been on a great run, as you know, recently. So I've been very quiet. And as for the tennis, I haven't really been keeping up with that. I've been quite busy lately. So yes, I don't have
that lay service that you used to get. Remember how you used to send through to stuff? There was someone that used to, and then they had their outs and stuff like that. Whatever happened to that?
I haven't heard from him for ages. I think he's that system's gone by the wayside. Yeah, so I haven't heard anything about that for ages.
Yeah,
but yeah, it's pretty hard when your lay systems. Oh God, Yeah.
What about you, Marto? How's that greyhound going of yours?
My greyhound. I don't have a greyhound.
You
got one running around the backyard.
It was a mate of mine that was going to call him Pumpkin something. Yeah. No, he ended up selling him off. He got himself into a bit of financial trouble and needed some money back, so he sold him off. Apparently, it's going quite well, and we'll be running around the track in South Australia later this year under a different name.
Okay. So you didn't you didn't race at all?
No.
Okay.
No, not old enough yet, mate.
Yeah.
There was talking about systems. The Pezza used to call it the BSD system.
BSD.
Big silly deck.
That's it. Big swinging deck system, only to be operated in Hong Kong.
Right.
And what Pezza was on the double up system, but you've got to start quite low, as you know. But you only back Zach Purton. So you might start with $1, 2, 4, 8, 16, like that.
Yeah. What's that look? The McIntyre system? Something similar?
I did see that a couple of weeks ago. It was late in the night. I meant to mention it, late in the night, and he rode it like a 20-1 winner. So that was he had a reasonable sort of night, but you'd have to be sweating there at one stage, and he paid about $19 or $20. It was late in the night. But the Zach Purton system, can't even go wrong with that, really.
Yeah, but you see that system, right? And I mean, Marty, you work in a casino as well, because it's when you bet on the outside and you can only double up. Eventually, there's the table limit. I think how many times can you do it? About 8
your own,
isn't it? Because
something like that. Yeah, it depends on what table you're on, but
because it might be
table limits, and of course your own bankroll limits as well.
Of course, but we don't worry about our bankroll because we've got big ones. But I think it's like if you have a table limit, it's a 5 to 500. So if you bet 5 on the outside, so it's 5, 10, 20, 40, 80,
160, 320,
and then you're done.
And
so
that's it.
Like 7.
Capped.
Yeah, so it was one of those systems. So I mean, you can always get around it because you just bet twice.
You got a mate with you.
Yeah, that's right. But that's the way that works, Tone.
Yes.
It's like betting on the run, betting on the run and then up when you lose, all those sorts of things.
A little bit different. What you were saying was the McIntyre system where you double up each time, and that's when you hit your table limit early. What Tone's system there with Pezza was adding like $2 or 2 points each time. It's not quite doubling up. Obviously, your first one will double up, but then you're only adding 2 points, and then you're only adding another 2 points until you hit that winner. It's called something else. It's not the McIntyre system. It's slightly different and allows you to bet a little bit longer before you hit that limit.
And then if everything's going okay, like you might you go back to your original stake. You know what I mean? So you might have a winner after 2 losses, and then you go back to to your original stake. But you're never going to win a lot of money, really, I suppose, like that, are you?
No.
No.
Well, no one
But
does when they
sometimes
bet
you
every
don't need
race,
to.
mate.
But you don't need to because, I mean, realistically, there's what? Let's just say you're betting at Sandown. What did you say? There's 10 races, right?
Yeah, yep.
Yeah. If you're betting at Sandown 10 races, hypothetically, if you can win $100, let's say, just keeping it really simple, and then just stop, $100 every Saturday. What more do you want? Or every race day? Do you know what I mean? But we're
That's
greedy.
36 grand a year.
That's what I mean. But we're greedy.
Oh,
And this is
50, yeah.
But the problem is we're greedy because when we win 100
Yes.
in our first bet, for example, it's like I'm going to break the bank today. So we don't just.
Oh, yeah. Oh,
you know
yeah.
what I mean?
You're Superman, aren't you?
You do, and you just keep going
We
and
do.
keep going, and then before you know it,
Yeah.
you know, a mate of mine, I remember
And-
years ago, he told me he won over the spring carnival, one spring carnival. This is no shit. He won about 65K.
Yep.
And that's amazing. But I spoke to him again in Feb the following year, so and
Right.
it's all gone.
Yeah,
It was
it
all
does.
gone, and he says, "Oh, no, I'll probably put in another 10." So it does happen, but
Oh, for sure.
if you've got plenty, good luck to you and stuff. But it's still, even for the small punter, it's still relative. It's still
For sure it
the
is.
same system.
Yeah.
So if you can just keep winning a little bit, small fish are sweet. You don't go hungry if you're eating sardines. You just don't.
I know you don't go hungry because you put all your winnings into Turkish delights, and you've got vaults of them down there, haven't you?
I'm not. I wish I could, don't. I wish I could, but I'm not. Now we've got 2 minutes to go. Give us your best. Give us your best. Give us something.
Yeah, okay. What do you call a soldier with no legs? Army.
That's very good.
I haven't got one. Oh, no, I don't have one tonight.
Tone speechless. Tone's without words. Taz,
Yeah, I haven't got
called
one
this
tonight.
moment.
I
didn't get one out.
I don't have any zingers at all this weekend because I'm pretty tired tonight. I told you we went out in a practice game with the boys and Thursday night, and we only won 10-0.
Only.
Pretty tired. I'm
Only?
ready.
Wow. Wiped them off the park, mate. Good on you.
I've got an Irish joke. There's one.
Go
What do you
quickly.
call a fly in an Irishman's ear?
What?
A space invader.
That's not bad. You can change that as well. You don't have to call an Irishman.
No,
Australia
it could be Greek.
Cornamato.
Yes, it is.
About that?
Very proud,
Good.
as we all are. We're all proud Aussies. Yes. Yeah, not bad at all.
We should be.
And
We
congrats to Taz's mate Noah with the new car.
Yeah, he bought a new car.
Sorry. Yeah, the new car, very nice. Looks lovely. Good on him.
Yeah,
Nice
He hasn't paid for it without winning tips, has he? He must be back in his own. Then.
Sorry.
Good on him. Good on him.
He's probably been not back in ours. That's why. But
He's late betting. Yeah.
Can't up to visit him at the end of Feb. Anyway, gentlemen, always a pleasure. Never a chore.
Yes.
Tone, you look
Yes,
as
thank you,
handsome
gentlemen.
as Marto, you look as handsome as Tone.
Always a pleasure for you to have me.
Thanks, boys. Yeah, it was great. Yeah,
Have a
good.
great
Thanks,
weekend.
guys. Good luck
Winners
to the
this week.
Palti Army. Big Saturday.
Winners. We need winners, guys.
We
Yep.
do it big time. We will.
For the family
And
this
please
week.
feel free to share in the comments, guys, if you're out there.
Yes, put them in there.
Absolutely.
Lukey, where's
We
Willow?
need your help.